his decision will be. You
Big
guys are
dogs
hearing this
barking.
Thursday, so his decision will be tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I think we had him pretty much bagged up until the Ohio State offer came in. At first, I was more confident, and then I did a little more research on it. Basically, and if you look, they were already in his top seven, even though he didn't have the offer. So the recruitment has been going on for quite some time. So the relationships are there, more established than I originally understood. So it was basically really just getting them on campus. Word around town right now is like the staff kind of feels a lot more 50-50-ish now that they're involved. He did go on to tell the Athletic after the visit that he knows where he's going. So uh, I would anticipate that he doesn't, but it's kids, so you never know. I would anticipate that he doesn't push back the commitment date. Um, if he does, at this point, I think it may fare better for us. I'm not sure. That's just my gut. That's just my gut speaking. I don't,
Y'all going for the pushback. Y'all only want like y'all with you.
I
There's
don't.
50
That's
you
what I'm
with
saying.
you for the pushback.
I don't know. I don't think he's going to push back though. It's really like I said. If you go check the temperatures, 50-50 from the Miami staffers. Um, so I don't know if he does. That's what I'm saying. If he does do a pushback, which I don't think he is, because he said he knows where he's going. And at this point, you kind of want whatever class he decides to sign. Everybody wants the QB in. So especially a guy like him with more bigger name, more notoriety. So you would absolutely want that in. And I know whichever staff is going to be like, hey man, we really need you to come on in and start being the flagship of this class. We get this thing rolling. So um, yeah, I'm gonna stick with the staff, I guess. I'm gonna go 50-50. I would have been more confident like before the whole thing happened with Ohio State. I would have probably had them at I honestly had them at like 70-75% coming on to Miami.
What I would like to know like what would we even if I'm going against Ohio State for a quarterback right now, I don't even feel confident because they just, of course, winning, but
Shoot, we was
also
in the
the
Mhm.
wide
same
receivers.
situation last year. Even though we ended up getting Brock Glenn, but we was in the, remember we got those crystal balls and we got the hype for Brock Glenn. Then Ohio
Yeah,
State came in and offered it. Then boom, he committed to Ohio State. Then that recruitment was always in the parting
yeah,
ways. They got somebody else, and we end up getting Brock Glenn back in the fold. But it's literally the same situation
right.
with you guys because we were the perceived favorite at one point in time, and then all that changed once they came in the picture.
Right.
Yeah,
And that wide receiver room on Ohio State is
It's
you
hard.
get
right. It's gonna be right. So
receivers.
it'd be more pivotal for us to get them because I think it could be way more because they already got Jeremiah right Smith, 5-star wide receiver. Obviously, we're still trending well for his teammate. I think Josiah Trader. I think Josiah is going to be more of a show me a little bit with this offense and get some W's type guy. Not that we need to go crazy this year, but like show me some improvement I'm in. Uh,
Hey
but
man,
you get
don't say he creeping, bro. Don't say he creeping, dog. He circling the block, man. He got his new engine last year. He can move a
what
little bit now.
what other you got
Got
them
some
gold D's on that thing? Ah,
put some spark plugs
dog,
in the
100
intake
spokes.
on it.
Boy, I got 100 spokes on that thing. Okay. Oh, so yeah, I would say he would be way more pivotal for our class. Oh, you were asking, but you were about to ask why would he pick us over Ohio State? Is that what you were kind of
Yeah, like
getting into?
yeah, what do you what's your
All
50% lean on?
the well,
Because he
just
got to know another thing. Rich, I don't mean to cut you off, but he got
no,
to
go ahead.
know, regardless of when the like how long Ohio State been recruiting, he do know that he ain't quarterback one for them. He's quarterback one for Miami, absolutely.
Mhm.
So for that offer to come this late
I think
after
he has the
Jaden,
easier way to easier path on the field at Miami, but at the same time, you got to look at this system. You could wait a little bit at Ohio State. You go, it's a machine, well-oiled machine, man. They turn them in and out as far as production. You go play with the best receivers by far in the country.
yeah,
So it's give and take. Just depending on how you
Yeah, and that's
flip
where
the coin.
that's their strength, right? Like, but they also have a track record of a lot of QBs just falling off too right afterwards, right? Like that's kind of if you're thinking next level, Ohio State quarterbacks usually don't translate well either. So um that's kind of where I would be going with it. Like, well, yeah, they get them and they get the wide receivers, and then the minute it's over with, that plane crashes. I would say what we had is, especially with Dawson, the relationship was already there because of, like he said, he was recruiting him really heavily at Houston. He never let up and kept things going well there. And then he bring it all over to Miami, where he was already being recruited as well. So now you've got kind of twofold in on that. And like you said, he wasn't their first selection. Now in their defense, he needed to get on campus too. Ohio State's not going to offer a quarterback until they can actually get him on campus, get a look at him. So he just had his opportunity to get out there and actually.
Oh, they scheduled it after Jayden committed to Michigan for a reason, though. Like they scheduled.
Oh yeah.
Everything strategic.
Again, that's on him. He got to see through it himself and decide. Who wants you. Decide what is going to be best for you. Because again, like CJ said, they're a well-oiled machine. Now, if he goes there, chances are he's going to be. Hell, Tate Martell looked good at Ohio State in his limited amount of time he got to play. He looked like
he got to play.
Yeah, he played because they blow teams out. So Tate played in like 4 or 5 games. He played like 4 games there in dirt time. You know what I'm saying? And even in that, he looked hella better than he did when he came to us. So they do that. That's one thing they've been doing for quite some time. Very productive at the quarterback position. So
right.
When he did let out that quote, say he knows where he's going, I actually kind of like that a little better for us. Because like I said, I think he was always prioritized. He's always been our QB1. There are some established relationships there. Ohio State obviously ain't nothing to, turn your nose up at either. And they do have a relationship. So it's just going to be one of them ones. Coin flip, I think. If you're making me pick, I'm going to go ahead and pick home team. Why not? Ain't going to hurt nothing. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And then
what time does it go down Saturday? I want to make sure I set my.
Is it Saturday? Oh yeah, the day.
Make sure my schedule clear.
Actually, I don't know. I'll never know. I know when the commitment come up, and I go, "Oh, okay." That's a good question. I will see if I can find out why we go through national. I'll see if I can pull it up while we're looking around.
One last question. Who's QB2? If
that's why I was about to pivot to.
Okay, cool.
Actually, QB2 for us right now. I mentioned Luke Moga last time I was on. But what I'm hearing now is Judd Anderson. Now, this ain't a highly touted guy at all. So that's why I said it pivots things a lot. And I do know we want to try to do a 2 QB class. Judd Anderson is a guy that I brought up before. When I first brought him up, he wasn't ranked at all. Now he's a 3-star. He's the 6'6" kid out of Georgia. It's about 6'6", 210. He's actually visiting campus as you guys are listening today, so he'll be swinging back around campus. He doesn't have a lot of quarterbacks usually don't have a ton of big offers either. His second biggest offer right now would be Georgia Tech. And that's closer to home as well. So I think that situation, either way, they still want him in this class. But Dawson is really high on this kid, and around the program in general, that's kind of the feel is he's definitely a kid they want in this class. But that's why I was alluding to earlier. Nolan would be more pivotal because take an Emory Williams, right, who has gotten on campus. All reviews on Emory right now are great. He's looks the part, has good zip on the ball. Definitely a guy that they think, given a few years, could be the kind of could be a starting quarterback for the Miami Hurricanes, right, and be a good one. But Emory Williams didn't bring in that same kind of buzz, so you'd be looking at that same type of situation. If Judd is an actual specimen, he is an athlete in general. He played basketball as well. I believe he averaged a double-double. I think he was like a 19 and 10 type kid. So he's an athletic kid in general. I think, that's another plus for them. So he would be, as of right now, even over Moga, would be QB2. And again, he is supposed to swing through Thursday or today as you guys are listening. Actually, I got a couple other people supposed to be coming through today, and then I'll get to some of the other guys that have already visited. Caleb Oden.
Did you guys AJ Harrison. Did you guys offer him at quarterback? The quarterback got a pumping though.
He, yeah, I know who you're talking about. Harrison, I still don't think it has an actual offer. He's been around, or let me see, because I think I actually had it right here. He's either just been, just came through or is coming through. Let me check that right now. I was just looking at AJ Harrison. Yeah, so actually, AJ just came through. Yeah,
Yeah.
AJ just
I know he
came through.
visited. I didn't know if you guys offered or not.
Yeah, I think again it's kind of waiting on the dominoes thing, like you're saying. I
Right.
actually heard AJ want to be a Knoll through the grapevine.
No, we ain't got none for that. Then quarterback, no.
Ain't no, that's what I'm saying. Ain't no room. That's what I
I
heard.
want a lot of stuff.
That's fine. Hey, sometimes they're coming back to bite you in the ass. I remember there's definitely been some guys that want to be Canes that ended up Knowles and kicked our ass.
Yeah, I mean, if you go on the ball, that's cool. But I know Luke, we're gonna take one in second, and
Yeah,
we
that's
got
what's
our
up.
one. Yeah,
No
Now one
two-gun
too. I
code,
feel
man.
you. Yeah. I understand. The city, bro. Shout out to LSU girls team too, man. Matter of fact,
We're gonna talk
shout out
about
to
that later
Fly
for
J.
sure. Yeah.
Shout out to Fly J, bro. That's for the city, man. Camouflage daughters, legend in our town.
Already.
Um, but yeah, I don't think he has an actual offer
shit,
yet.
I'm
So
not
it's
sure because I want to be a no too. Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
maybe you should have been shit.
All dreams don't come true.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I mean, that was something I heard, through back channels type talk, but
He
it's
got a
all
tweet. He
good.
put out a tweet out there in a whole lot of Florida State gear and the spear. He
Hey,
was
like I
Oh, you
said,
Florida.
took
son.
you took a visit?
Yeah. He
Okay,
did
you
that.
came and hung out.
Yeah, Mike went
Yeah.
in. Mike went in the picture though, so I don't know if they knew he was there.
Mike was in the studio. They whipping up their next song.
Now they
He whipped up
said
a song right about this time last year. I want to say Mike was in the studio.
What was that? What was that shit for?
they say Randy had him on campus for a linebacker workout.
Hey, you probably did, man.
He about to commit.
That's the reason Mike ain't know. Randy won't
No,
make that.
Yeah.
no, by any means necessary. That boy gonna switch to linebacker.
Right. We go show his valves on point.
He's an athlete. Don't worry about it. I got him. This is my room. Get out my room. But I think he would probably, especially if Nolan picks Ohio State. I think he could. Yeah, he'll probably get that offer if it doesn't go that way.